Hello and welcome to our Daily Brown Bag. Today we want to talk about customer service and social media, some of the big changes that social media is bringing about. I'm Chad Hill and I'm joined by Adam Stetzer.
Yeah, good morning, Chad. We're continuing our investigation into customer service. I released a piece this weekend on Search Engine Watch entitled, Penguin Got You Down, Focus on Other Areas of Your Business, particularly customer service, which seems to have some traction. And we're diving into the social media aspects of customer service, and there's some fascinating stuff here. Here's a story from September that caught our attention this morning. This is a business person who, after receiving no email response from British Airways, went and paid over $1,000 out of pocket to Twitter to do promoted tweets about his unhappy experience and lack of email response from British Airways. And as far as we know, this is the first time a regular person, not a brand, used the promotional tweet platform to get their attention and to really broadcast their dissatisfaction with customer service. That's a fascinating little story, and so it made us think we should dig a little deeper into this topic and share it with our internet marketing community. Here's a stat from Edison Research that found that 42% of consumers expect a response on social media within 1 hour, and 32% think that should be within 30 minutes. And Chad, I think these are some really fascinating statistics just showing you where the expectations are for responsiveness in social media. And of course, we know our small business customers and the community that serves them probably are really not there. So open the discussion today. What are some of the things we could recommend to the folks watching?
Yeah, well, I think the first one is, of course, monitor social media, and that we have to all be doing it. And really, what's really interesting here, and we were discussing this before jumping on the video today, is how the tables turned on customer service. Really, it used to be people calling in to big call centers and being a number, and now it's really flipped around where people are Twitter has set the rules on what is an acceptable customer service experience and how quickly it needs to happen, which is really hard for a lot of businesses to deal with because there are hierarchies, and the guy who's answering a tweet may not be fully empowered and even have all the information to make a quick turnaround. But when you take and turn this to the small business, really the first place is a way to monitor what's going on social media. Again, many of our customers have started to change why they're interested in social media away from how do I get a bunch of followers and drive business from it to more of how do I manage my reputation online and make sure I can respond to this customer service, which again starts with monitoring. The second thing is you need to have a set of rules and processes for your staff. So if you're a very super small business and it's just you, then of course you can quickly process that. But a lot of times, and we even see this here at HubShout, sometimes somebody has a complaint and people get kind of scared of it. You need to build the culture in your organization that you don't get scared of a customer complaint. You empower your employees to be able to quickly respond, and then if needed, note that they're responding, but I need to escalate in order to get a better answer. So don't be afraid of saying, I'm giving you some immediate feedback, and here's the next place to go. And then the final thing is, of course, responding in a timely manner. So even when you do have the escalation process, you need to make sure that you do conclude that tweet or that response within a period of time. And I've seen when we've had some issues come in, people say, well, I'm going to go back and actually respond and say HubShout took care of this issue, and I think that's an appropriate thing to do, showing you're closing the loop. So Adam, what do you see out there?
Well, I think those are excellent points for prescription for small business. I mean, again, quoting this Edison Research study, 57% of responders felt that the response time should be the same during weekends and weeknights as it is during business hours. So that supports your idea, Chad, that expectations are clearly shifting. And I guess if you want to throw stones at the Edison study, we've got another one here. Lithium Technologies also did a study, and they found 53% of consumers who interact with the brand via Twitter expect a response within 1 hour. So, confirming some of the stats from the Edison research. So I don't think these numbers are off. And then I think our anecdotal evidence from ourselves and our reseller community support what these studies are telling us. And I think you're right, Chet, for so many small businesses, they're not even monitoring what's going on. So that is step one. But as you say, that's only going to uncover what's going on out there, and that these expectations are where the public are at, and then it falls on you to do training and staffing and get people to be able to respond and are empowered to actually resolve these issues. So I think if it's not on your radar, it needs to be. We'd be very interested in your stories, both good and bad. We hear a lot of good ones about, oh, I got some business from social media, and it's a great way to broadcast out. But particularly on the customer service angle, share some of your stories on what you found has been effective for managing these expectations, for hitting fast turnaround times and resolving issues. And I'd particularly be interested if people do come back and say, hey, nice job, as you suggested, Chad, or if they're just using this as a bully pulpit. As always, we're here every day doing the brown bags, so if you like what you see, please subscribe.